What's up, people? It's your boy Slide. In this video, I'm going to talk about United States and the quality of life again. Now I'm going to talk about like crime, when it comes to crime. Have you guys not noticed that being in America lately, that crime has gotten up so high? It's really nuts. It's really nuts. And people have to understand why these things are happening. Okay? The murder rate in the United States is so out of control right now. That's why I'm telling people you need to be armed, be careful, and be smart. Like, people don't understand, like, murder is going up. And to what I understand, why murder is going up is because most people in America who do commit murders don't have a sense of direction. Okay? A lot of people here are very violent. The average American is ready to fight somebody. So many people fight over the most stupidest reasons that even if you do apologize, it doesn't matter. That person still wants to fight. And people don't understand why it's like that. Okay? Like, people don't understand. And you have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is going to jail worth your self-respect? Is going to jail worth you trying to prove somebody wrong? There's so many people today who have gone to jail, lost their lives, because they have something to prove. And you have these low-level-minded people who will fight you for the most stupidest crap. You have some men out there who will go to jail to impress women. These white knights. You have situations where a woman and a man can be arguing, right? Then you have some white knight who will try to intervene and tell the guy to back down and keep his mouth shut. You don't talk to a lady that way. And the guy doesn't even, and the white knight doesn't even know how the fight started, how the argument started. He has no idea. He just jumps in. Okay? And now the white knight wants to prove to the girl, like, I got you. Guess what happens in many cases? He gets his ass kicked. Now when the white knight gets his ass kicked, what happens? The girl walks away. The guy looks stupid. The white knight looks stupid, and the guy who knocked him out goes his way. You see what I mean? People need to understand this. Look at the murder rate, or the criminal rate. Let's just say criminal rate, or the crime rate, crime rate in Canada. I'm on a website, and I see the comparison. And it's crazy. I'm looking at the murder rate right now, and it says, hold on, let me see this. When it comes to crime, Canada is 2.5 murder rate. I think it's based on here. I think it's like based. Yes, it's 2.5 for every 100,000 inhabitants. For America, it is 5. Like Chicago itself had about how many murders last year? It had about over 500 in Chicago alone. And of course, the murders in Chicago are of all of different, backgrounds. But most of the time, murders usually happen among low-income people. Low-income family or low-income neighborhoods, they fight so much because they have nothing else to live for. And that happens a lot. And you ask yourself, why are people so violent? Because in America today, people need to know what they're fighting for. They have to know what they want. You know what I mean? Because I look at Canada. Canada is right above the United States. Okay? Canada is just like the United States when it comes to like quality of life. But guess what though? The Canadians are not as violent as Americans. Okay? People can argue, oh, Canada has violence too. Yes, they do. But not on a massive scale as Americans. Okay? The average American today is so angry about life. People think I'm making this stuff up, or people think I'm just talking nonsense, but I'm being very sincere. The average American is so angry that you can't even be happy around them. And I'm not saying this to make people feel somehow. I'm telling you guys the truth. Living in America today is like a nightmare because you don't know what's going to happen to people. You just don't know. You know what I mean? Like, people just don't understand the importance of life. There's so many guys today who are in jail because they wanted to prove to another guy not to mess with him. So he basically killed somebody just to say, he's not gonna mess with me. She's not gonna mess with me. Okay, so you got your revenge. Now he's dead. Now you're in jail for life. Who looks stupid now? There are so many people in prison who regret what they have done. But guess what? You don't get a reset button. The moment the judge sentences you, that's it. And I'm trying to figure out, why is America so violent? I've been to Canada about 2 times now. I've been to Canada 2 times. Okay? They don't have as much issues as we do in America. And they are right above us. Okay? And I honestly understand Canadians have their own issues as well. But it's not as high as it is in America. In America today, you just can't even be cool with somebody. Because people do hate each other. It's never, okay, you have achieved your goals, I'm happy for you. It's never I'm happy for you. It's more like they smile, but deep down, they are hating on you. You know what I mean? There are so many stories where you have your friends who will fuck or sleep with your girlfriends or your wives just to do it. Just to make you feel bad about yourself. Or just to take what you got. So many people have lost friendships because they slept with their friend's girlfriend. Or they slept with their brother's girlfriend. Some women actually marry their best friend's ex-boyfriends. Okay? If they marry them, marriage is totally different from just fucking. If you two get married, it's probably because there's some kind of connection. You feel me? But some people will just fuck their best friend's man just to do it. They've been friends for, I don't know, people have been friends for, like, I don't know, 10 years, 20 years, don't matter. They will cross the line just because they can. People don't understand the importance of friendships out here. You know? You have to deal with a lot of crap nowadays. You know? Like, I'm skeptical nowadays. Like, I don't even talk to people no more because I just don't want people around me. You see, when you're younger, having multiple friends seems so cool. You know what I mean? Like, you have everyone around. You have friends from all angles. This angle, this place, that place. You have all these friends around you. Let me tell you something that I've learned. Right now, I'm like in my early 30s right now. I do not want anybody around me no more. Not interested in friendships. I don't want friendships anymore. I'm not interested. Because I've learned the less people you have in your life, the easier your life will be. Don't get me wrong. I do have acquaintances I hang out with or I'll talk to. Don't get me wrong. I have acquaintances now. I have people I can, talk to. But friendships where we spend most of our time together, nope, not going to happen. Not anymore. Not interested. Not interested anymore. Because after living in America for so long, friendships have no meaning to me. They have no meaning and it has no value to me. How can I call you my friend if I cannot depend on you? Like, how can I call you my friend if I'm in trouble, I can't get through to you? Okay? That's not a friend to me. But in America, we have a misconception of friendship. Some people honestly believe friendship is when you hang out with somebody. Oh, he's my friend because we hang out. That's not friendship at all. You see what I mean? But a lot of people just don't understand that. People don't understand that. People don't understand like how things are. So, I mean, people need to understand what they want in life. Because I can tell you right now, a lot of people walk around angry, mad every day. And I'm telling you from experience. I used to be one of those angry people. And I was angry because it was when I entered my mid-20s. I understood how America really worked, how things really operated. That's when my eye opened real quick. Like, my eyes opened real quick. This is how the real world is. All that shit they taught you in school is bullshit. If I knew what I know now, my life would be totally different. I would be on a different path right now. And people need to understand this because you don't get many second chances. Especially in America today, if you're past age 45, you're finished. You're finished. In America, if you're past age 45 and you don't have a good job, you're finished. No employer is going to deal with you. They're not going to hire you, or if they do hire you, they're not going to pay you your actual worth. It's just not going to happen. You see what I mean? And people think I'm joking about this, but I'm not. There are so many bitter people right now because of the situations they are in. And people just don't understand. You don't get many chances. There's no reset button. Everything you do is going to affect your future situations. Some people today are on child support. You're on child support with no job stability. You're finished. You're finished. No discussions, no arguments. You're finished. Because people don't know this, but there are some companies out there are not hiring people who owe child support. They're not hiring you. They're not doing it. If you guys think I'm making this shit up, go Go look at some of these job applications where they'll tell you automatic disqualifiers. They say child support. Some cases they'll say a delinquent on child support, or some of them will just say anytime if you were a delinquent, even doesn't matter in some cases. So you guys have to understand what it's worth. The most happiest people today in America are the people who are making $70,000 a year and have no debts. Anything less than 70 grand in America, you will not be happy. I bet money on it. You will not be happy. Because the quality of life has gone up. Rent is like, to live in a decent location in the United States today, in most major cities, you're looking at a minimum of $1,500 a month. That's for rent only. Depending on where you live, that does not include electricity. That does not include water. So the quality of life has gone up here. It's gone up. Oh yeah. So people have to understand what they want and what matters to them. Because I'm telling you guys right now, 2018, people don't have time anymore to be worried about like bullshit. No one has time anymore to worry about stupid shit. If you're not moving forward, you gotta leave the people behind who are holding you back. A lot of people have these stupid friendships. They have people who are friends who are doing nothing for them, but they keep them around. Why? You have some people out there who are driving expensive cars. They know they cannot afford. They're driving it around. Why? To make themselves look good. To impress who? Strangers? If you are a stranger to me, why do you care how I feel about you? But Americans have this stupid, weird complex of they want people to believe that they are living the good life. But they're not. People are not serious, man. People are not serious today. But, hey, if you guys don't learn, you'll learn the hard way. Because it's getting harder and harder these days. It's getting really hard in America. That's why so many people who are smart, they are leaving the country. They're not leaving America because they hate America, totally. But they're leaving America because they want a better quality of life. Yeah, some people may go to Poland, they go to Czech Republic, they go to Russia. But guess what? In those countries, the quality of life is better. It's better. Because people don't understand about life. In America, you're spending so much money just to get basic necessities. Basic. You can take the exact same money you make in America and go and live in Czech Republic. You have a better quality of life. I have a friend right now who's in Czech Republic. So I know these things. Okay? So many Americans or these expats, they're making videos on YouTube about how they're in Russia, how they're in the Ukraine, how they're in these other like countries. They're living a better life. Dominican Republic, the Philippines. These are the countries that Americans are moving to because it's a better quality of life. Every country has their own problems. Every country does. But the quality of life is what really matters. Quality of life basically means, are you happy at the end of the day? That's the quality of life. That's what it means. Quality of life means, are you happy at the end of the day? As in, before you go to sleep, can you sleep with a smile on your face? Maybe because you paid off your rent, you have a good job, you're in a good relationship, you're in a good neighborhood. Quality of life, that's what that stuff means. Quality of life. Do you go to sleep happy? Many Americans are not happy. They're miserable. That's how people end up bitter. They end up hating their jobs. They end up attacking their bosses. They end up doing some crazy shit because they're so frustrated. So many men today are in jail because they are frustrated with the system. Like some people work extra hard, their bosses don't appreciate it. Some people will work so hard, by the time they pay off their bills, they have no money left over. You see what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Anyhow, let me know what you think. Peace.